you're hearing, that's the sound of the Pebush drummers. Okay. So the procession has entered Virgin Lane, and that's from the entrance of the bishop's house. They've entered the Virgin Lane entrance, and of course, it will be led by the altar servers, and the clergy will follow. We expect a packed cathedral, and several people are already seated. The officials also have already seated, so very soon the Mass will begin. And the main highlight of the Mass will be the laying of hands and the prayers of consecration by the principal consecrator, assisted by co-consecrating bishops. Following this, the bishop-elect will be anointed with holy chrism and vested with the symbols of his office. The dancers out here continue to dance, of course, leading the procession. They are a few yards ahead, and now they are entering the cathedral through the main entrance. Hopefully you can hear the drum beats, the drummers on the sides of the street, providing a very warm welcome. And as you see, members of the congregation are already seated. There was some praise and worship and some silent prayers. The officials are seated and just waiting for the entrance procession. And we can see members of the clergy. We expect all members of the local clergy and the visiting clergy, bishops, archbishops, and bishop-elect, and the altar servers. And of course, the deacons. Just joining us. Very soon the Mass, the consecration Mass will begin, and we thank you for joining us, those of you joining us locally and those from various parts of the world all over who are joining to witness the ceremony here this afternoon. We've seen the arrival of Her Excellency Mrs. Sylvani Burton and Mr. Burton. They've just arrived, and they'll be just a few minutes ahead of the procession. And of course, as we said earlier, the Prime Minister and Mr. Skerritt are already in place. We also see Dr. Colin McIntyre and all the members of the clergy, members of the visiting entourage, members of the clergy are in the procession. So they're led by the altar servers, and soon they'll be coming up the steps, of course, to a welcome at the main entrance of the cathedral. And inside, we just had the national anthem. Today, a very historic day in the Diocese of Roseau, as we ordained the 10th bishop of the diocese. Now we see the altar servers. The chief altar server. We saw the flamboyant dancers earlier, and again we'll see them during the offertory procession. They are the white jubilee and flamboyant dancers, and this will be followed by representatives from all 15 parishes of the diocese with their gift basket. So today is a very elaborate celebration, but of course it's not often we have such a celebration. I'm sure last night some of you witnessed the celebration at Our Lady of La Salette Church in Point Michelle. It's not very long ago that we had the announcement of the new bishop after waiting for quite a while, and he arrived here on July the 22nd and was greeted with a warm welcome at the airport, and the parishioners of La Soie and the Carina Cultural Group from Our Lady of Health gave that special touch at the airport. So a Dominican welcome all round from the start to the end. And of course, the clergy is vested in red. The feast of St. James. I'm sure you can hear the drums in the background as we wait for everyone to catch up to have a seamless entrance procession. On the guard of honor, we've got students from the convent prep, students from the SMP, the convent high school, the St. Mary's Academy, the St. Luke's Primary School. We've also got the Bois Bois dancers, we've got the flamboyant dancers. And all in all, a very, very beautiful sight here this afternoon. The Dean of the Roseau Cathedral, doing the welcome. Consecration Mass at the historic Our Lady of Fairhaven Cathedral. And the Diocese of Roseau is celebrating the ordination of the 10th Bishop of the diocese, Reverend Kendrick Forbes. And this diocesan choir, this mass choir, is led by Esther Robertson and Cedric Philip. And as you can see, we have altar service from the various parishes, since it's a diocesan event, a diocesan celebration. We also have the priests and members of the clergy from the entire diocese. And I should mention the guard of honor. The students are waving flags. And because today is the special feast also, we've got members of the clergy vested in red. And what a beautiful sight of red and white. said, we have members of the clergy from the Bahamas, from Trinidad, from various islands, and we have the Apostolic Nuncio, the Archbishop Gabriel Malza, Archbishop Jason Gordon, and a number of other archbishops, bishops, and priests. And of course, we'll be telling you a little bit of who they are, who is visiting, and as we go along, all come to support, the priests, and all come to give the support to our new bishop. From here, we're coming to the end of the entrance procession, and from here, we just join the choir and get into the Mass. We'll take over from the Mass that flows right from after the entrance procession.